Hello, welcome to the recording for IS323 Week 4. The Week 4 discussion is due on Wednesday. You're to respond to these three elements. Tables are one of the most useful page layout tools available to web designers. Discuss some ways tables can be used on a web page. Elaborate on other ways to achieve the same look and why tables would be better or worse for the same purpose. Find a website that uses tables effectively and share it with the class. Discuss your example, why your example shows good design practices. Cite your sources using APA and don't forget your in-text citation. You need 2 replies by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. The Week 4 assignment is due Sunday at 11:59 p.m. You're to complete the Japanese Puzzle Factory Case Problem 2 from Tutorial 6 of your text. You're going to zip all the files and submit the zip file. On the right on the left I have how it looks to begin with, and on the left how it's supposed to look after you get done. The midterm is due Sunday at 11:59 p.m. and can only be taken once. Know the difference between a WAN and a LAN. That's on page 4. HTML version 4.01 added support for style sheets to give web designers greater control over page layout and appearance. Know the generic grouping element, which is on page 27. Know the file extension for style sheets. Know the character set used for the alphabet of English characters, page 33. Know what linear structure is, that's on Appendix E1. A user could change the font size assigned to paragraph and heading text, set forward and background colors, and specify whether or not to display inline images. Know the expression of an absolute path name, that's page 61. Know what you need to create a hypertext link to a document on the internet, page 57. If you want all of the links in your document to point to a new window, you can add a target attribute to the base element in the document's header. Know the protocol. Know what protocol is used. Know the protocol used to open a user's email client and address a new message. That's page 65. I think I have a typo in that one. Know what measures the amount of space between words. Page 125. Know what typeface has a small ornamentation that appears at the tail end of each character, and that's on page 115. Know what placing the marker inside of the block causes, page 138. The display type value treated as a block placed in line within another block is inline block. WebKit, Mozilla, and Presto support similar extensions that mirror the CSS3 background size and background clip properties. The CSS rounded corner model also allows designers to create elongated or elliptical corners by specifying 2 values for the radius separated by a slash. An element placed with absolute or relative positioning scrolls with the document content. Know the scroll overflow style. Scroll clips the content but adds a scroll bar so you can see the clip content by scrolling inside. So this is an example of the scroll overflow. You see that it adds a scroll bar on the side. CSS supports the 16 basic color names. The frame attribute allows you to determine which sides of the table will have borders. Know the figure that has a rule value of none. So this is the example of a rule value of none. Remember, the rule value are the ones that cause the lines between, where the frame is the border. Table cells can contain any HTML elements, including headings, lists, inline images, and even other tables. A website is a collection of web pages and is stored on a web server. Text-level elements do not start out on a new line, but instead flow alongside of or in line with the rest of the characters in a grouping element. The table columns cannot be marked with an HTML table element. So you have a table element to mark the rows, but you don't have one to mark the columns. Pre-formatted text is displayed by the browser in a monospace font. Know what a base element is useful for, that's page 62. Know what a protocol is, that's page 64. Web pages are structured documents in which elements are nested within other elements, forming a hierarchy of elements. Know what an RGB triplet is, page 98. Know what a parent element is, page 108. The internal grid lines are not affected by a table's border attribute. Only the external grid lines are changed. That's all I have for this week. If you have any questions, please let me know.